Hello everyone. Took me some time to be back again, but I am back again. For the very second time, I'm using this is called OBS. So previously I was using a Restream, but now I'm using OBS, which is a free software and open source software. So if you know anything about it, it's free, and the code is openly available for everyone to contribute to and improve upon. So that's what I'm doing right now. And after all, if you are a coder, with time you do switch towards open source. That's how it should be, I guess. My LinkedIn live is not working currently, so I'm trying to fix it. So just give me some time. You probably would able to be seen. Let me show. I think you're able to see the screen. I guess. Let me check. Yes, you're able to see the screen, so you can see me fixing it. Just give me some second. LinkedIn has a different system. Every time you go live, you have to go on their live page and do it. Basic JavaScript. So ideally, you should not show your stream key to anybody. But I'm doing it right now, as you can see. Now the live is working, and you will soon see the live being repeated on LinkedIn. Yes, so I can now switch it off because it is live and it's working. I don't need it anymore. So now we are live on multiple platforms: one, two, three, four, five, six, 7 platforms at the same time. That's the power of OBS and free open source softwares. You don't have to pay for nothing. Going ahead, we have finished the first two. By the way, we are on to dark theme today. We're going to start this project. In this project, we are going to use. We are going to create a small game, and I have played this game by the way last day. At the very end of the stream, I have played this game. It's a just you have three options here. You go to score, go to game, and fight dragon. So with the gold you get by going to cave and fighting other monsters, you can go to store and buy various kind of uh, weapons, and then with the weapon you go fight the dragon, and there's a random move where you get to either attack or defend. And if you defend when the dragon randomly will attack, then you are saved, and if you try to attack when the dragon is also trying to attack, then you are dead. So it's kind of unpredictable, which makes the game interesting and addictive. So we are going to create this. So JavaScript is a powerful language which allows you to build websites that are interactive. Note for all the remaining projects. Just let me check if my audio is coming clearly. Yeah, it seems. Uh, You will need a basic level of knowledge in HTML CSS. If you are new to HTML CSS, please go through the responsive web design certification, which I have already completed. So we just completed this one, and now we are on to JavaScript. So I am well versed in HTML CSS. To get started, write your standard HTML boilerplate with doc type. So we'll write the standard boilerplate, exclamation mark, doc type, HTML. Then we write HTML, language is English, and then we also, okay, wait, then we also have to close the HTML. And on the next line, we are going to write uh, head. Then we'll write body. Then add a meta tag for the car set. So we will go to the head, type meta car set equals UTF UTF 8. Add a title. So we'll write here the title, uh, title, and use the text RPG Dragon Repeller. We have include a link tag for your style sheet. So we are going to include link rel style sheet. Then we will use href to the styles.css, and finally create a div element with id. In the we'll have to go to the body section. Okay, sorry. Here we'll create a div with id equals game, and that's our basic section 1. And our code passes with flying colors. Now you can start writing your JavaScript. Begin by creating a script element. So we'll write script. Uh, the element is used to load JavaScript into HTML. So we'll write script. Yes, that works. One of the most powerful tools in your is your developer console. Depending on your browser, this might be opened by pressing F12 or Control Shift I. So uh, let's check a random site, Google for example. If I type F12, it does open the developer console. And if you try Control Shift I, let's try Control Shift I. That too opens the developer console. Okay, so for now I'll close that. Or on Mac, I'm not on Mac, but probably very soon I'll be on Mac, and select console. You can click the console button above the preview window to see our built-in console. So if I click this console, here's the built-in console. Developer console will include errors that are produced by your code, but you can also use it to see values of variables in your code, which is helpful for debugging. Or add a console log hello world. We'll add a sorry console.log hello world line between your script tags. Then click the console button to open the console. You should see the text hello world. I have clicked the console button before doing that, and yes, I can see the word console, hello world, and there we have this ad as usual. Today for some reason I'm not able to see the chat. Let me check if I have the chat window here. Yes. um, yes, now I have the chat open, I guess so. Let me also check YouTube live control panel. Yes, we have one views right now. I don't know who is watching it, but if you chat with me, will be able to see now. Let me fix the windows a bit. Yes, you guys are not able to see it, but it's pretty technical if you are to use the software. But it's free. There's one trade-off. Coming back to the code again. Um, Before you start writing your project code, you should move it to its own file to keep things organized. So we'll remove this one and give your now empty script element a src attribute. So we'll give it an src attribute set to. Oh, I am again doing a small mistake. It's an attribute, so we'll put src dot slash script dot js. Yes, that's the correct rule. This is exactly why the curriculum is actually pretty nice in FreeCodeCamp. Like the flow of curriculum is nice. You always do the first program, then go to the second. It's helping. Or else I would have never understood what's going on if I haven't finished the HTML and CSS first one. Your view has been switched to our script.js. As I can see, it's on the script.js file right now. Remember that you can use the tabs above the switch between files, of course. This is my index and this is my script. Add your console log statement here. Okay, so we'll add it here and click on the console button and see our text right here. Remove your console log world line to begin writing your project code. We are gonna remove it and write let. Learn how to use work with variables and the let keyword like this. Yes, you can also learn how to initialize a variable with a value like this. Yes, and use let keyword to declare a variable xp and set its value to 0. So initial another variable called health. We're going to initial another variable called health with value of 100 and a variable of gold with value of 50. Create an AND variable. So we'll write on the variable current weapon index and put it to 0. Mm, I think I have, yeah, I have mis done spelling mistake. Declare a variable called fighting and do not initialize it with any value. Okay. Declare two more variables named. So we will declare two more variables. One is monster health and then another one is inventory. For inventory variable, assign it the value of an array containing the string stick. If you have played the game, because I have in the uh, last session, last live, in the game, what it happens is that when you are starting the game, you always have uh, one weapon with you. That is the stick. That is what you start with. It's like if you have played the BGMI game, you always start with a um, pan, like iron pan, with which you can fight. It's a very basic weapon, but it is still it's the same way. Remember that you worked with arrays in the okay. Oh, we have to use it an array. I forgot. It's an array. So it is array containing the string this. So this is how it is. I think I am correct now. Yes. So in your role-playing game, users will be. So now we are on HTML. Okay. Users will be able to track the stats, buy weapons, fight monsters. Before you can continue with the interactive JavaScript portion of the game, you need to first create the HTML elements that will display the game information. So create 4 div elements within your game element. So within the game element, we create 4 divs, give them the following IDs. So first we'll create one div, and now we'll just copy this. Now we have 4 divs. Now we'll change the IDs. Here we have the first ID is stats, the second ID is controls, the third ID is monster stats, and the fourth ID is text. Create 3 span elements within your stats elements. So within your stat element, give each of them the class stat. Then give the first one this. So I can start here. Span element, span element. So we're going to create 3 span elements. I'm feeling slightly sleepy, so I am going to sleep very soon. We're going to give the text HP 0. No, okay. We are going to give each of them the class of stat. Class of stat. Could have done it once and copied it thrice, but yeah. And given the first one the text this, the second one the text, so this is the text it has. Second, so now you can see the right something is happening, right? The text of between the span is getting displayed. So second will be health, and third is gold. Wrap the numbers 0, 100 and 50 in span elements. So we'll wrap it in span. Uh, in span elements, in strong element. Wrap those new span element in strong elements. So now we have to wrap these in strong. I'll just copy the strong. Okay. Uh, then give your new span elements ID. So here we will come here and give ID of XP text. The next one will have the ID of health text. Third one will have the ID of gold text. Each answer should follow the basic structure. Span class text strong span. I have done it correctly. I think yeah, makes no sense to look at the examples when you have done entire course on JavaScript and HTML. Sorry, HTML and CSS. I'm feeling slightly sleepy, guys, so I think I will pause this live right here. But thank you so much for tuning in. If you have tuned in, and it's too late at night, but I just wanted to get back in the habit of coding. We'll code again tomorrow morning once I wake up. Okay. Good night. Have a great uh, day ahead.